another video over Tai Chi postures from Chang Taijiquan. I'm calling them moving postures, you can call them line drills, what have you. Well, I'm discussing the posture, but we're trying to look at it in a format where I can practice this individual movement to try to get a better understanding of it, maybe better body coordination. And say if you're doing it for application, I'm drilling that movement, right? I'm doing it over and over so that when I work with a partner, my application of the movement is smoother. It's easier for my brain to process it. If I'm doing it for health and wellness, just doing the line drills by themselves is beneficial for, we'll say you can consider for exercise, improvement of my coordination, my footwork, all of those things. So yes, it benefits me in the sense that it makes my form look better, but it's also improving my health. If you're new to Tai Chi in general, and you haven't maybe learned a complete form yet, you can get in the body movement that you need by doing these moving postures, okay? And if you can develop or refine one of the postures, potentially it's going to benefit you by you getting a deeper understanding to improve all of your movements. So whether it's for health and wellness, and that's the only thing you're doing it for, or it's health and wellness and also application, these type of movements can really help you out. So we consider these as kind of like auxiliary training for development of our forms, or to extract movements from the forms to develop those for self-defense. So we're going to play the Pipa. You can say, some people say play the guitar or play the Pipa. Primarily what I'm doing is I'm controlling the person's wrist and their upper arm in some way. There's many variations of these. You'll see it where they're directly in front of the person. You'll see it with the foot flat. I've seen people with the toe up. You'll see the hands over here. You'll see the hands like this. All different variations. And it's not saying that those are wrong and what I'm doing is right, but sometimes it's the interpretation of the movement that teacher or that group of people have. So, that being said, I'm sorry I have allergies really bad, my eyes, my throat, all of that, but it's been raining incessantly and mold and all that stuff. In Master Chang's form, his original Chang Taijiquan form, in the first set of the form, right? So his home form is not different from other sets, right? There's usually 3 sets, and the first set is going to have several brush knees and lift hands to the sky, single whip, and play the Pipa. So, but Master Chang's, in a sense, is I don't know if you want to say it's different. He's using 2 different application points for the same movement. Now, then later we'll even look at, today we're going to look at the leg skills, right? To the Tuifai, right? How to incorporate a leg. So when he's doing his form, we say we did it from a brush knee, right? So we're in this position. The first time that he does the Pipa, he steps with the rear leg across, right? And so when he does that, the hands come this way. So here, I do it from the back side, right? So here, and he steps with this leg, and he comes here. Now, toward the end of this set, right before the last 2 or 3 postures, you do a brush knee again, and this time, he moves the lead leg across, and the hands will go the opposite direction, right? So I'm in a brush knee, and we'll say this hand is making a small circle, and this hand comes up. So when he does this, he moves across. He moves across. I'll do it from this side. This way, this leg is going to move across, make a circle with this hand. You think you're seizing the wrist, and this hand is pushing it into the arm, or the elbow, this way. So if you think about it, what he's trying to say is like, it's actually a really good movement. We want to be able, if you want to be able to disrupt, we'll say, the person's body structure, or make them to fall down, or to break them down so that that they fall, or they move away from you, right? It's not just the hitting part. So I need to get a hold of something. I need to control something, and this is a great move for that. And if you're doing it for application with a partner, you try to do this move. Try to do it slow, fast, with power. In other words, the person that's doing it to you, so that you can get a feel of it. If you're doing it for health and wellness, the coordination of the hands and the movement is great. So if you think about it, he's doing this, right? So the arm comes at him, and he's actually, it's coming, like say it's coming straight at me, right? And so it's as if he moves in a way, right? Like this. So he's really using it more to borrow this energy that's coming in, right? So he comes across, he gets the wrist or the lower arm, and then this pen comes in like this. Right? If you think about what I'm saying, right? This strike is coming directly at me, and I step to the side. And another thing about this movement, before I get too deep into it, you can go forward or back or at an angle. Meaning, once you get attached to him, depending on what he's going to do, you can borrow his energy or destabilize him to make him fall. It's a really good move for self-defense if you want to control something. If you think about the other piece, right, I'm here, and again, this thing is coming at me, but now he's going to use, instead of just borrowing and kind of, we'll say, right, he's redirecting this thing, right? This time, I'm going to control the arm, and I'm going to apply force into it, right? So as he throws the punch, right, I grab and I draw, right, like this. So he's moving this way, I apply the pressure, and I make him kind of topple himself. What I mean by going forward and back? So I'm here, whether I stepped here, right, or I can even do it by stepping here, but stepping here is, usually it's better for me to go forward, right? So in this situation, when I step, I'm going to pull down, right? I would just guide him down, or I would push him into what I call a void, right? So like, if I'm standing like this, you can try it with a friend or a classmate or something. If the force pushes into you this way, you should be able to stabilize yourself with your rear leg. If force comes from the back or from this way, and you get pushed, it's really hard to keep your body stability without making a step, right? So I'm not just moving the person here, but I'm going to move them in that diagonal. Right? So he comes at me, and I get a hold to get the attachment, and he keeps advancing with his body, and I just glide him down. The same thing, if he's coming at me, and maybe it's a little too much, right? As I go to step, I can draw him this way, right? Let him keep going with his forward motion. If I want to go that way, I'm going to drive his hand out, right, like this. So as I grab this, I step, and I'm going to kind of push. So I've got his arm, and I can push him like this. Or say, for example, I get the attachment from here. You see the foot is up, right? And he doesn't like it. He goes to pull free. It's really easy for me either just to put the foot down or to step on out with the foot and drive, right? I've got this, and he wants to go that way. Okay, so I'll apply forward pressure and push him, and maybe he trips and falls, or hits something, what have you. Now, as it relates to incorporating a leg skill, as I'm here, let's say from a brush knee, or just I'm here in this position. I'm not doing it this way because it shows that I'm moving the hands. So when I get the attachment to the wrist and to the upper arm, I'm going to take this leg and I'm going to swing it through like this, and I would put my leg either to the front of his leg, like he's trying to get me, right? I would either put it here or on the side, right? So I'm either trying to sweep his leg from under him or stop his leg so he can't advance with it, right? And then from there I check it, and then see as I go to pull him forward, I'll drive him down. It just in Chang Tai Chi, usually when there's some type of a control or a push or a pull, if I can augment that by incorporating the leg skill, right? So this is the same thing with a variety of other styles of martial arts. I don't know if they just left the leg out over a period of time, or if meaning that became something more for we'll say advanced practitioners, or some of the teachers just didn't know that skill and then they left it out. But it's obviously there. I mean, even if you look at other styles like Wing Chun, for example, there is lots of arm controls with where you do, you're moving the person here or there, and the integration of the leg is would benefit the practitioners greatly. If it's I'm not trying to get off a tangent here, but if it's all about efficiency, economy of motion, utilizing the other person's energy, and these buzzword ideas, just by incorporating that one movement, you could literally finish the movement by the person being now in a, we'll say, a non-threatening position as they're on the ground and you're still standing. Tai Chi is the same way, and so many other styles. So if I look at it again, so from here, and just think I'm gonna grab this wrist, this hand comes up, and as I do, I kick out and I pull back, right? Kick out and I pull back, right? Or I kick out, pull back. And I say pull back, but it's really, it's almost as if I'm making an arc with it, see? So here, kick, and down. And if you're older and you want to add this leg because you like it and in your drills, now when we do there's places for these things in the training beyond just the drills, okay? I won't go into that today, but if you really think about it, kicking the leg out and being able to pull it back, it has a lot of benefits for my balance, my body structure, the strength of my legs, my stability, and it's quite a good flowing move, right? I can do it real simple like this, just kick and pull the leg back, or I can kick and draw. And if I do it as a line drill, we'll do it without the leg first. So again, I've been trying to explain it as it is in we'll say, in the forms. But if I just do the one piece as a line drill, step, 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 right? Or I can do it with the back leg, step, 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 step. If you want to try to smooth it out for yourself, just from here, right? Just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That helps with the footwork and the coordination. If I want to do the sinking in my body, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So this movement, again, it has a lot of potential for self-defense, for practice, if it's just for health and wellness, and you're trying to get smoother to move and you want to learn the different aspects of it, it's a good move all the way around for everyone. But again, like I said, some of these moves are very specific, like I did the video over snake roots in the grass, and it's not a lot of variation on it. This one has a lot more variation, and it has, how can I say that? It's much more versatile in use for application, and then again, for practice, right? Even if you're older, I don't have the, maybe my leg strength is not there yet, we can still do it here. I don't have to use the bigger or lower base. So anyway, I hope you liked the video, and like I said, there'll be several more of these, I don't know, a couple of dozen of them. So thank you for watching.